Hello and welcome back for another saxophone tutorial from Nottingham Music Excellence. In this video I'm going to play this lovely piece called Strolling by Herbert. It's set for grade 1 in the ABRSM list for saxophone, and what a super piece. It says an easy relaxed feel. So I'm going to demonstrate the music and then I'm going to say a few words about the detail of the music, what you need to do to make that sound really awesome. And then you can have a go at playing along with the accompaniment yourself. I've uploaded 2 different speeds of the accompaniment, so choose the one that suits you the most. And yeah, here we go. Let's have fun. Okay, so you've heard the music. Let's say a few words about the piece and what you need to do to make this sound really awesome. So I think first of all, let's talk about the entry. Actually, you've got to really watch that the piano, that you don't just kind of left standing there, you know. So the piano comes in da 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 dum. So you've really got to know what happens in the piano part. So make sure you play it plenty of times with the backing track or with your pianist. So you're really listening out for that beat 1. And let's talk about the swing rhythm. So this is the essence of this piece, isn't it? It's got to make it sound relaxed, a little bit jazzy. It says easy, relaxed feel. So want to get those swing quavers working quite nicely. So let's just compare the difference what that would be with or without the swing. So if I played that without the swing, it'd just be... It's actually quite hard to play it without the swing once you've played it correctly. But basically, if I play, like, say, bar 8, 8 and 9. But now if I add the swing to that. It just sounds a lot more jazzy, doesn't it? It sounds a lot nicer. So remember that you're trying to play... It's kind of marked on the thing there. It says easy, relaxed jazz feel. And notice it says that 2 quavers equals kind of 2/3 and 1/3. So that gives you a rough idea of how to phrase it, doesn't it? So instead of like... It's a bit more... And just be aware, I'm always talking about this with my pupils. Just be careful whether the swing rhythm starts on the first note of that swing rhythm or the upbeat, like the second note of the swing rhythm. On this one, it's fairly plain sailing actually. It's always on the first note. So da da dum. So you're not starting like da 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 dum, which is perhaps a little bit trickier. But yeah, so you're starting. Looks all the way through like on the first note of the swing there, on the first note. Notice there, just on the first line, there's a little bit of detail you can add into there. Might be quite hard to do on a video, but it says MF. So you've got that first little phrase, but then it answers with an MP. So just a subtle little change in the dynamics there. We'll just give it a little bit of character and detail. Give you a few bonus points at the end of the sheet. So I think if you can do those little changes, it's quite nice. So if I play... And then back to your MF, back to your confident sound. And then up to forte, and then finish it with a slight diminuendo to finish the phrase. And bar 10, I think a bit more of an accompanying role here. So something a bit more simple, haven't you? So 1. Notice a little key change here, isn't there? So the B flats aren't B flat anymore. You've got a B natural in there. And then 14, I love this bit actually. I like this little tune at 14. Again, with the dynamic change, just with that subtle little change, will just help you have that sort of, a bit like that question and answer thing going on there. Let's talk about the B flats. Do we need to talk about the B flats? Personally, I think, personally I would be using the side key B flat, but I know those pupils that I've taught that learnt somewhere else and, you know, sort of did the button B flat because they thought it was easier. Personally, I think the button B flat there, that little button, is more of like the arpeggio finger, and it's kind of more of my second choice really. So personally, I would try and get used to using the side key B flat, that bottom side key, and certainly for me personally, I think that this piece suits the side key a little bit better. But hey, if you're one of those that's stuck on that key, you know, and you're digging in there and you're not going to budge, then and so be it. Let's talk about the ending, shall we? So the last line. Last little bit there, nice little phrase to finish that, isn't it? So do da do da. It's marked as an accent, but I think that needs to be perhaps an accent and a staccato, just to make that really sound, just to make that really pop. So all in all, I think a really super piece for grade 1. It says moderato, it's an easy, relaxed feel. So I think you can take your time. I think you can just play this at whatever speed you want to play it really. And I think if you play it in a nice way and get those swing quavers in there, I think it's going to be a really lovely piece. So have a go at playing along with the accompaniment now yourself. See if you can get it really accurate with the piano part. Just watch out for that introduction. Just be careful that you start at the right time. I have uploaded 2 different speeds, so I've got the speed on there that I played it at, and also I'll put on there a slightly slower tempo if you're in the early stages of playing it and you just kind of can't quite keep up with me. There's a slow one on there too. So best of luck for grade 1. I hope you get a really super mark, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!